Coming up on Mountain News this morning, 2 suspects in jail say they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. And Eastern Kentucky has new representation at the state level with the new Commissioner of Education.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. The time is 6:30 on Tuesday, April 30th. Now let's go ahead and send it over to meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Olivia, it's a wet start to our Tuesday, but at least it's on the mild side of things. We're actually up a couple of degrees since we first hit the air at 5 a.m., now sitting at 63. And the headlines for today, as well as tomorrow and into Thursday, we'll sum it up in a few words. Wet start today, foggy start tomorrow, and then looking warm on Thursday. And Thursdays when we potentially could be approaching a record high in Jackson. Temperature-wise, pretty much 60 to 65, the rule of thumb for a lot of us getting out the door on this Tuesday morning. The pinpoint Doppler radar, this sticks out like a sore thumb as you make your way from Barberville to Williamsburg, extending back toward northern portions of Tennessee. This all tracking as you make your way toward Harlan and Hazard, as well as Manchester. So you've got travel between Hazard and London on the Hale Rogers. Keep that in mind. Some heavier bursts of rain to encounter here, and we have some heavier bursts of rain departing West Liberty here over the next 5 to 10 minutes, tracking toward Moorhead, Ashland, and Louisa. For today, the pattern becomes more scattered heading for the afternoon. Some breaks of sunshine and up to 72. More about the warm weather for not only tomorrow but Thursday coming up in a few moments. Olivia?
Tim, I can hear the rain outside. It's definitely a day that folks do not want to forget their raincoat or umbrella. But now to Wayne County, where a couple is accused of taking items from a dead man's home. The coroner says 59-year-old Lawrence Graham was killed in a crash on Kentucky 92 Saturday night. 4 hours after the crash, sheriff's deputies arrested husband and wife Timmy and Lena Troxel. Both are charged with burglary for taking items from Graham's home. But from jail, both Troxels tell us their daughter was dating Graham and they had a key to the home.
And so the only thing we went out there to get was the baby's walker and the baby's shampoo. And that's all we got.
Cause they got a pick at me. They've always had a pick at me and my wife and daughter.
They're picking on you?
Yeah, they always have.
According to an arrest citation, the couple took at least 6 different items from the home, including whiskey, cigarettes, and clothes. But Lena Troxel says Graham placed some of those items in their car before he died in the crash. Kentucky State Police are investigating a murder in Rockcastle County. Police were notified about a welfare check on Goochland Cave Road around 5:30 p.m. Sunday. Troopers later discovered 43-year-old Joshua Dooley had died from apparent gunshot wounds. Dooley was pronounced dead by the Rockcastle County coroner. His body was taken to the state medical examiner's office for an autopsy. Yesterday, state police did arrest a suspect in the Dooley murder investigation. 49-year-old Clayton Cox of Mount Vernon is charged with murder and tampering with evidence. He's accused of killing 43-year-old Joshua Dooley of Mount Vernon. And state police is investigating another murder in Rockcastle County. This one happened on Sand Hill Road in Livingston. State police say 54-year-old Terry Burke of Livingston is charged with murder and being held in the Rockcastle County Detention Center. More information is expected to be released sometime today. Police have identified a suspect wanted in connection to a murder case in Leslie County. Police are searching for Darren J. Hensley. Hensley has several warrants for his arrest. Hensley is wanted in connection to a deadly stabbing that happened April 24th in Leslie County. Rodney Bowling of London was killed. Trooper Matt Gayhart says they are asking for help locating Hensley.
That's the short of it. We're just going to try to track him down and obviously interview him and try to finish out this investigation.
If you have any information, you can contact Kentucky State Police Post 13 at 606-435-6069. A firefighter continues to recover after being injured last week in Pike County. Governor Beshear sent his well wishes on social media yesterday. He said, quote, "Join Brittany and me in sending prayers for a swift recovery to Team Kentucky firefighter Zach Garland, who was injured last week while battling a wildfire in Pike County. Your bravery while protecting our Commonwealth is nothing short of heroic." On the last day of the 2024 legislative session, the Kentucky Senate confirmed Dr. Robbie Fletcher as Kentucky's next education commissioner. While there are still 2 months before he assumes the job, the Lawrence County Superintendent is already sharing his perspective on what's needed in Kentucky's education system. Jessica Umbro has more.
There's no greater compliment, there's no greater responsibility that you can have than for a parent or guardian to look at you and say, "I trust you with my children."
Kentucky's next Commissioner of Education, Robbie Fletcher, says he's ready to hit the ground running when his term starts in July.
We all have obstacles that we're going to have to face. KDE's role is how do we assist you to meet those obstacles?
A key theme, a system of accountability. Dr. Fletcher says that means ensuring educational needs are being met quickly.
What type of accountability system will make a day-to-day impact on instruction? Also, what type of accountability system will take into effect or into account what the local community values in their education system too?
And in a targeted way for a variety of districts, schools, and individual circumstances.
When you look at local accountability, different parts of our state have different things they value.
Dr. Fletcher spoke extensively about the need for open communication and collaboration with members of Kentucky's education system, but he also said he feels comfortable working with legislators as well.
The partnership with the state legislature will be key in making sure all this happens.
He says he approves of the most recent state budget signed off by legislators in Frankfort.
What better investment can we have than in our children? Our state legislature made a huge investment in education, and I'm thankful for that. It may be the best education budget I've seen in my time, but I will always ask for more resources.
In Frankfort, Jessica Umbro, WKYT.
Dr. Fletcher will begin his new position as the Commonwealth's Commissioner of Education on July 1st, and we have him booked to be on Steve's guest on Issues and Answers in a couple of weeks. And thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:37. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. Yesterday, 4 officers were killed during a shootout in Charlotte, North Carolina, along with the main suspect.